and welcome. This is Mr. Lauren with Reading is Fantastical. And we have another great story for you today. In fact, let me ask you this question. Do you know what a judge is? Like judge in court and stuff like that. What about a Supreme Court judge or justice? These are the folks at the highest level of the court system. And do you know that these are the people who are in court and rule on the rules that are written in the laws? Did you know that there are people who are there who look just like you? So let's learn about one such person. All right? This is a real person. All right, and here it is. Your crown shines. So I have that book here. Let's read the second part of the title. Okay, here's the book. Your crown shines for Ketanji Brown Jackson and you. All right, let's go to the next page. It's going to be a really good one. All right, let's read the inside story here. Justice Jackson, that's her title, Justice Jackson, unshook, unbothered. One bright-eyed girl used determination, strength, and poise to blaze a trail that would take her all the way to the highest court. Adjusting her crown, she made her dreams come true. You can too. This melodic anthem and love letter to Black women and girls is a celebration of one woman's story that will inspire generations to come. Okay? And it's really just a story about, like I said, about this young lady here who now is at the highest level of the court system. But is this something that you aspire to do? You can do it too, right? Let's go ahead and read about it. Let's go to the next page. All right, so we have the author page here. Okay, and so as you can see, it is written by Jessica Care Moore or Kari Moore. Hopefully I'm saying her name correctly. Illustrated by either Dare or Dare Coulter. Right? That's who wrote it and illustrated it. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, so here is the copyright page. I always want to make sure to mention the copyright page. It lists the publisher as well as the author and the illustrator, and we also have a couple of acknowledgments. Let me read the second one here from the top. I thought it was especially important. To the parents who create in their children unshakable belief in themselves. To the parents who are doing everything they can to make it happen for their kids. And to every person who didn't get it from their parent or parents, and had to figure out how to be their own hero. You've got this. Keep pushing. By DC. I thought that was really cool. And I'm gathering that's from Dare Coulter, the illustrator. I thought it was really important. And since we're reading those folks, let's go ahead and read from the writer as well, the author, her dedication. Dedicated to Ketanji Brown Jackson, for Annalise and Avery and all girls who dream big. Our imaginations set us free. Oh, pretty cool, huh? Let's go to the next page. All right, ready to get to the story? Are you sitting comfortably? Are you relaxed? You have reading ears on? Are you being quiet? Keeping your hands to yourself? All right, let's go. All right, so let's look at the first page here. Let me go ahead and get caught up in the book so we can follow along. Well, yeah, this is it. All right, so we can see here, looks like we have some dresses and some shoes. Looks like three young ladies here. Let's read what's at the bottom. A group of little girls with bright, bold imaginations line up for the front line. All right. And there's writing on the dress. See if you can read that. Once you get the book yourself, you can take a look and see what it's about. There's a lot of little messages that are all over this place. And you see there's written messages in between legs and everything else. All right. Let's go to the next page. All right, so we see two more people here, or maybe the same person, but we only see two of them. Okay, so let's read what's at the bottom. Polka dot dresses, striped ankle socks, and colorful shoes. They are watching their world blossom right before their eyes. Once again, keep looking at the pictures because we see written little messages all along. We're going to see a lot of that throughout the whole book. Pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. All right, we'll see a young lady here standing there with her books. Maybe she's on her way to school, coming home from school, but let's read what's at the top. In this monumental moment, a little girl in pigtails is being dropped off at school by her dad. All right, dropped off at school by her dad. Okay, let's go to the next page. And we see her dad waving, see you later, goodbye, be safe, learn a lot of stuff in school. And we see a little picture of a cloud, looks like an apple, right above the car headlight. Okay, apple synonymous with learning and stuff like that, right? Being smart or getting stuff like we used to give. Supposedly used to give apples like to the teacher as like a gift and stuff. All right, go to the next page. All right, we see somebody reading looks like a book here in their home. Let's read what's at the top. He balances law school, and mom delicately wraps possibility and perseverance around a daughter who will not know boxes or boundaries. So, in other words, you're teaching her to think about things way big, right, and not be held down and kept in a box, or about boundaries that keep her from her limitations. Not thinking really big. Right? Let's go to the next page. All right. So we see looks like mom here with the little girl sitting in her lap there, and they're reading books. Both of them are reading. Once again, they're all messages throughout the whole book. The messages on the book itself, in the book, they're always reading something. Okay. Let's read what's at the bottom. Hope is laced between her fingers, reaching for all her gifts. All right, let's go to the next page. All right. So big bright letters here. We can't get around this message here. Let's read what's from the top. So when a high school counselor says, your sights are set too high. Why would somebody say that? Let's go to the next page. We see the little girl sitting at the bottom of the page. She is not discouraged. So someone saying that your sights are too high or set too high, she's not discouraged by that. She's like, I don't believe that. My parents told me otherwise, right? Something like that. And we see once again the messages. We see books stacked up behind her subliminally, and we see words written on the pages. Messages all over this book. They're really cool. Go to the next page. All right. Ooh, we see stars here, something flying through the sky, looks like. We see words, once again, written throughout the pages. Let's read what's at the top. With focus, without intimidation, she speaks her dreams into existence. All right, so we see that. Let's go to the next page. And we see the front of her reaching for the stars, going higher and higher, right? Once again, we see words and messages all over the pages, letting you know at every stop, there's words, there's messages, encouragement, ways you can learn. Keep going. Let's go to the next page. She does what all little black girls are forced to do when told by others they are not fit for prom queen or lead news anchor or tenure or CEO or vice president for that matter. And once again, the clouds, you see the messages, and the little girl's reaching for the top to go higher and higher to excel, right? Go to the next page. There's a rope, golden rope, leading up, 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 up. So keep going, striving to go up, do better, do higher, right? Go higher. All right, let's go to the next page. Someone probably told Harriet Tubman that she was not fit enough to make it to freedom. And that's a picture of Harriet Tubman. So she did great things by helping a lot of people way back in the day, right? Okay. So she didn't listen to when somebody probably told her that she wasn't good enough. She just kept going, ignore them, right? Go to the next page. All right, we see someone else here. We have two reading opportunities here at the top and the bottom. Someone probably told Sister Rosetta Tharpe, black girls do not play electric guitar. Ooh, so apparently she did well doing that. Very famous, right? Let's read what's at the bottom. So it might have told Ketanji she would never be. She didn't listen because she became what? A Supreme Court justice. That's right. Let's go to the next page. But here she stands, necessary justice. All right. You see the birds flying way in the sky, the clouds. You see sunlight going higher, right? Let's go to the next page where it talks about justice. All right. The scale of justice. That's what that is right there. All right. Awesome. Very cool symbolism, right? Doing wonderful things. Let's go to the next page. Ooh, we got some good reading here. We see lots of girls with their hands up in the air, lots of words and reading all over the pages, upside down, sideways. Let's read what's at the top. Black girls carry constellations inside their hearts, waiting to be named. Ketanji is an exceptional star, an answer to ancestors' prayers created by grandmothers who raised little girls as warriors, living testimony of the divine. All right, you see that? Let's go to the next page. And we see we'll see an image of a little girl being elevated up to go higher and higher. Once again, lots of words and ways of learning all over the place. Up, down, sideways. Okay, good. Let's go to the next page. Ketanji, unshook, unbothered, poised for position, smiling as beautifully as Ida B. Wells in the face of obstacles. So all these things, she was unshook, unbothered, and poised to do well, poised to do great, poised to be in a positive, elevated position. Right? Let's go to the next page. Let's see what that's about. And there she is. All right. Taught to do well, encouraging words. If they hear from somebody else, they learned it on their own. Right? Let's go to the next page. All right. So we see pictures on the wall there. Once again, lots of reading, lots of words on there. It is so ordered. It is so ordered. Okay. Written all on the walls there. Being the first isn't the easiest thing to do when there is no one else. So being out there by yourself, not knowing what to do, but knowing that you have to do excellent and do great things, right? It's always hard when you're the first one. Okay. So that's why we have this book here that you're not the first, but you have someone to emulate. Right? Let's go to the next page. And there is Ketanji Brown Jackson. So once again, let me read the other page. Being the first isn't the easiest thing to do when there is no one else. And we're on this page here who looks like you. So no one up there looked like her in terms of a black female, right? All right, let's go to the next page. All right. And so now, oh, look at that. We have a picture of a young girl here. Maybe either her mom or maybe the judge herself is saying, hey, there's someone who looks like you right there on the wall. Very cool. Let's go to the next page. Until you, number 116, Ketanji Brown Jackson. All right, Supreme Court Justice 116. That's a cool number. All right, let's go to the next page. Who else but us to celebrate, to reach back for you, the same way Alice Walker came for Zora? Once again, we have lots of books, lots of titles, lots of authors and actors, those who have done wonderfully, okay, great things. We see their names on here as well. Okay, we reach for it. Yeah, that's good. Read about them, learn what they do, so you can do the same thing and do more. Right? Go to the next page. All right, so more famous people and books, stories, things you can read and emulate, so you can do better. Get your name in a story for doing something positive. Right? Go to the next page. All right, so we see looks like the back of someone's head here, but we see after reading it, writing at the top, their crowns shine so our girls can speak. All this magic rooted deep. Ooh, very cool. Let's go to the next page. And then we see that crown shining. I mean, you can do wonderful things. Keep holding on to the crown. Make sure that don't let anybody tell you that you're not doing something wonderful, that you can't do something wonderful, right? Once again, lots of reading, lots of words, lots of positive messages all throughout the book and on all of the illustrations that are written here, that are listed here, that are pictured here. Right? Let's go to the next page. Right? Mountains high, rivers deep, we recognize the majesty. Destiny says we are meant to be. And once again, lots of messages, lots of positive people, all wearing their crowns, letting you know that you can wear a crown too, that you are awesome, you are wonderful, you are royalty, you are regal. Right? Let's go to the next page. These are some of the best of us. Wait till you meet the rest of us. Nice. Very cool. Keep positive, keep going, keep smiling, keep striving. Right? Let's go to the next page. And we see Ketanji Brown Jackson with a lot of other people who are watching her doing wonderful things. Okay, very cool. She's wearing her crown here. Got words of affirmation on the crown. Next page. It's written at the top. Our girls share stories, read books, and write. We are powerful and strong, and we know our rights. We look like brave women who paved the way. We are the indigenous, the African, the immigrant, and Southern red clay. Ooh, wow. We see other famous people who have scripts, doctors, lawyers, people who cook, who make jewelry, all kinds of people, right? You can be one of those folks too on your own. Let's go to the next page. Our crown shines for the doers, the black nerds, and the coolest. Won't she do it? She will do it. All right. So you can be all kinds of people. Regardless who you are, you can do wonderful, right? Go to the next page. Find a smile in the darkest tales. Dust off that gold. Adjust your crown. We see you. All right. We see you. Go to the next page. We see all the people with crowns on. Make sure to celebrate everybody else. Don't say anything bad about somebody else. Let them know that you're doing wonderful, or that maybe you give them a suggestion. Maybe how they can do better, right? Offer your advice, your information. Great. Go read about other people doing wonderful things. Go to the next page. And every little girl in their own mirrors wearing it. You'll never fail. All right. That's what they're looking at. Look at it in the mirror. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is our last one. Your crown shines. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, I thought this was an awesome book. You are awesome. And make sure your crown is shining. Read about people who have crowns that are shining and see what they do. Do the same thing. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps to elevate this channel and let somebody else know how wonderful they're doing, because I know you are already doing that. You're on your way. Keep striving. All right. Take care and have a great, great day. Bye-bye now.